Hello, soul family. Welcome to the With Love podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending time with me. I appreciate you so much. I want to start off with a little quick apology for not spending time with you guys recently. So I had an interview and the recording was inaudible. Unaudible? Not sure which one. Inaudible, unaudible. And the interview, you couldn't hear the guest, unfortunately. And I really got unmotivated, uninspired, and kept putting off recording a new episode. I recently did a visualization, though, on my goals for the future and clarity on what my desires are. In that kind of vision for the next 5 years, I definitely saw myself pursuing this podcast more. I know this podcast is bigger than me, and I'm going to continue to put my heart into it, knowing there will be some downfalls and some highs and some triumphs, but letting myself shake that one off and continuing to put my heart out here for you guys. So, with that being said, here I am, refreshed and ready to share with more love. More love for myself and understanding that things might not go right. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, spending time. And if you can pause for a moment right now, rate and review us in iTunes. That would mean tons, like so much. I will give you infinity hugs. Promise. If we ever meet, infinity hugs. All the show notes, there'll be show notes to take a peek at, and follow us on iTunes and Instagram. In this episode, we're going to talk about you. Y-O-U. You. You are powerful. We're talking about really the magnitude of what you have inside of you. Have a little Alan Watts quote for you. We're going to talk about iron, the stuff that's in your blood. The stuff that's super important. You are art. You're art. You might not be, I would say, complete, because you're ever changing and evolving. I'm talking about my viewpoint on that. And then this sense of change in the air, this new way of being, a paradigm shift. You probably feel it, sense it, maybe tingle a little bit, tingling sensation, diving a little bit deeper into that. So stay tuned to the end, and I appreciate you guys. Hey, soul family. Before we get into this episode, we're going to do a visualization, feelization, kind of daydream type thing. So if you're able to, pause what you're doing, close your eyes. If you can't, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. Just follow along without your eyes closed. What we're going to do is take a deep breath. In, out. We're taking a focus onto your desires. Deep breath. Taking a peek what it would look like to have those desires in your life right now. Going deeper and feeling what that would be like. Deep breath. Picture what you want to be yours. Now envision a future you, already having it, already accomplishing it. It is yours. Deep breath. See yourself being pulled to this future version of you. This version of you that has these desires and has accomplished what needs to be done. Deep breath. Now feel gratitude. Gratitude for having this. Being thankful that you know it is yours. Deep breath. Whatever you're desiring is desiring you. Ask yourself, what if questions? What if my wildest dreams came true? How would that feel? Another deep breath. If you're able to, take your hand, place it on your heart. Feel the pulse. Feel the blood moving through your body. You have everything necessary inside you already. Deep breath. Send yourself some love. You are worthy. Open up your eyes. Bring that feeling with you for the rest of the day, maybe even the rest of the week, or the rest of the month. Tune in to the gratitude of the version of you already possessing or achieving what you desire. Great job, guys. Great job, soul family. That was beautiful. I appreciate you guys taking the time to practice that meditation with me. Alright. Just gonna say it. You are so fucking powerful. Everything is already inside of you. Just have to rediscover it. Refind it. It's yours. It's there. Waiting and ready for you to acknowledge it. Let's talk about an Alan Watts quote. This quote shook me deeply. Let's say, I think it was back in 2015, about that time. Started listening to Alan Watts a bunch more. If you don't know who Alan Watts is, look him up. You don't even need to look him up. I'll put him in the show notes. Alan Watts will be in the show notes. This is the quote. It's a beautiful quote. You are something the whole universe is doing the same way that a wave is something the whole ocean is doing. Okay, that might not be exactly it, but the point of it is even the one drop, the one little piece of the ocean, the wave, that's all of it. That's everything. Just like you are. The universe is inside of you. It's all there. All of it. You are the universe. That's it. Quite frankly, you're powerful. Let's move on. You're it. Alright. Well, the point of it is, so you're not the observer. You're not someone watching the world, looking at it, peeking at it. You are an active, participating part of the whole. You're changing. You're affecting things. It all goes together. And what you think inside your head is going to play a part what happens outside in the world as well, in the tangible. So focus on your thoughts. Bring awareness to those. And just realize that what happens inside your head is going to have consequences out here in the tangible, the touchable, the feelable, the observable. Alright, so fun fact. Iron, the heavy metal, is absolutely necessary in keeping you alive. Like, it's 100%. It works with your hemoglobin in delivering oxygen to all your blood cells. Super important. And the only way iron is formed, supernovas, the dying of supermassive stars, the bonding of elements that happen in that immense amount of pressure and heat creates iron. These stars that were born billions of years ago died for you to have iron in you. It's part of you. We live in a human universe. Whew, deep breath. That was a good one. Human Universe. That came to me from Deepak Chopra's book. And it's a lovely book. I'm going to put that book in the show notes. You are the universe. That was my little tangent about how all is the whole and the whole is the all. And know that you are whole. But I wouldn't call you complete. I wouldn't call myself complete either. We're not finished until we take our last breath in this body. You're living art. Art. And the beautiful thing with art is what someone will think is beautiful is what someone else will think is hideous. So we each have our own perspective, and you have your own perspective, which is the beautiful thing of being human and conscious. Just know that even though you might not be complete, you are whole. Whole, but ever changing, ever developing. You are living art. That's just it. Being living art means you can put pen to paper or paintbrush to canvas and change it. By changing little things, the whole image changes. Your whole life changes. So shifting our perspective and moving into the idea of the positive, there is always something positive in it. And even deeper than that, the whole not judging, accepting for what it is, because you do not know the future. Something you might perceive in this moment, today, as being a negative, in 3 weeks might be the biggest positive, because it went away or something changed for something else to come into your life, something else to pop up. And that my little rant right there is to myself also, and knowing that if something falls apart, it's supposed to. It's a part of the bigger picture. But focusing on what's next, moving forward, that's key. Shifting your perspective and adding little daily things. A little bit of joy, a little sliver of joy. Something small that lights you up. Bring your awareness to those moments. It is so easy to see the negative, but you have to change, not even the negative, just wallowing in the sorrow or pity me or comparison. That is so easy to do. That's like autopilot. You can go there so easily, and it's really funny how, not funny, it's really interesting how we bond over the negative. Someone will say something, oh, so-and-so, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. And I chime in, oh, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. We have horrible weather today, blah, blah, blah. Just, wah, 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 wah. Let's not do that. Let's, look at the shining light. Or the potential for the shining light. No matter how small or vague the potential can be, know that it's there and bring awareness to the fact that it's there. If you have the awareness that there is change and what is happening now will pass, wow, that is a whole nother perspective. Just deep breath. Know that whatever the fuck is going on right now, whether it's positive, you are living the time of your life, things are freaking-tastic, or you're down in the dumps. Things didn't go the way you wanted. You lost something went away. Know that that will pass too. The highs and the lows are all part of it. Contrast is key. Yep. You have to have the black to see the white, and have to have the white to see the black. It's all necessary. Not one better than the other. It might feel better. It might be better in the moment. But we just don't know what lies ahead. That's the cool thing. Looking back, the dots connect. You can see it, but looking forward, it can be difficult. It can be something you don't want to focus on, and that's okay. We just take one step at a time, know that this will pass, and bring that slice of joy into your life, however that may be. For me, the smell of coffee brewing in the morning, I just take a deep inhale and soak that up. Love that. Flowers that you see outside as you walk to your car. Little happy little plants out there soaking up the sunshine. Something beautiful to gaze on. Stars in the night sky shining bright down on you. Find those slices of joy, whatever they are for you, and bring your awareness into them. Really feel those moments. Everything changes. Everything changed for me when I really highlighted the highs and accepted and felt the lows. There was so much more ease, and there is so much more ease. But this is a practice, and life is a learning experience. And that's the beautiful part. Who would want to live a life knowing exactly what's ahead of you? That's not fun. Not in my book, at least. Could be in your book. I don't know. And that's cool too. But what I'm trying to say is, accept the change, let it go, but know that you have control over the change. Add little things every day, and you'll see so much more. But on that note, turn off the news, turn off mass media, do yourself a favor, get that out of your life. If it needs to be a little dose every now and then, understandable, totally understandable. You want to be updated with the world, blah blah blah. I get it. I don't do it, but I get it. Just awareness in what you're soaking up. That's really it. Mass media out there, they do not have your best intention. I'm sorry to say it, but they don't. It's propaganda, most of it. Once you start diving deep and doing some more research, fact-finding, you'll see. Just the whole point of it, tune out mass media. You'll find a whole new level of peace. Bring into your life what you want to have in your life. And this is a really, really freaking amazing time to be alive. There is a new way of being. This way has been planted a long time ago. It's emerging. You can feel it. I can feel it. We're shifting and lifting. We can change the question that we ask now. Instead of, what are you going to do for me? What can I give? What can I create? What can I put out into the world? We are emerging into a new way of being. Being. Your being. Choices. Bring awareness to your choices and your habits. The world will light up around you. That's my little rant about how powerful you are and the decisions you make. I hope you found that. Actually, I'm not going to say hope. You probably found that informative and helpful. I know I did. That was like a self-serving medicine right there. When I talk to you guys, I'm talking to myself because you are a reflection of me and I am a reflection of you. So thank you for being here, listening to me, spending time here, and hearing me talk about these topics. I appreciate you, soul family. I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And like I said in the intro, I'm going to bring more of myself to you in this podcast. Still going to have the interviews, but you're going to get more of me. Yay! It's a little scary, but that's okay. It's fun to do something a little scary. Open up your comfort zone. And that's what this is. So I appreciate you. And if you appreciate me, leave a rating and review in iTunes. Maybe share this with a friend. Post on Instagram or Facebook. We will repost you. Definitely. 100%. Love seeing other people get inspired or feeling something from this podcast. Thank you guys. Check out the show notes, and you will hear from me next week. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day.